Hello again, it's the Wellness Doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Clark from Marketplace Chiropractic Wellness Center. And over the past 4 weeks, we've been discussing our Creating Wellness program, the 3 dimensions of wellness: be fit, eat right, think well. And today we want to tie it in with Get Adjusted. Here's why. Now, if you are on a fitness program or a nutritional program or trying to change your mental attitude, maybe adding in some meditation, that's all good, and we need to do each of those congruently. A lot of times December 31st rolls around, we make our New Year's resolutions. I'm going to exercise more, or I'm going to stop eating junk food, I'm going to go organic, I'm going to start meditating, I'm going to have more gratitude, I'm going to stop losing my temper. Those are all great things, but if you're not addressing the nervous system, which controls everything in the body, it's the master control system, then all those other programs by themselves are essentially fraud. You need to have the 3-legged stool and then something tying it together, and that's your nerve system and proper nerve system health. How do we acquire that? You need to make sure that there is minimal stress to the nervous system, and the only way you can do that is with chiropractic care. You don't know when you have nerve stress. You don't know when you're subluxated. Only a chiropractor can determine that. So there are 2 types of nerves that I want to address today, are nerve receptors, and they're in the spine. One's called a mechanoreceptor or proprioceptor, and it monitors position and motion. So it tells you, firing 24/7, here's how I'm moving, so that your brain can perceive how you're moving and fighting gravity in 3-dimensional space constantly. Then the other type is called a nociceptor, and nociception can be any stressful event in the body. It can be a chemical stressor, a mechanical stressor, physiological imbalance, and when it reaches a certain threshold in the brain, then our cortical brain perceives it and calls it pain. Now, your brain is processing about 5 trillion impulses every second, so a 5 with 12 zeros. Your conscious brain handles 50 bits of information, 5 with 1 zero. So there's all kinds of stuff happening subconsciously. So imagine these proprioceptors and nociceptors have an inverse relationship. The more nociception that comes up, we're going to have worse mechanoreception, and vice versa. So you hit your shin on the coffee table, you reach down and you start rubbing your leg. What you're doing there is you're putting mechanical energy in, and that closes the gate before your brain can perceive the pain from hitting your shin. Well, when we make an adjustment, we close the gate so that there's less nociception going to the brain. Well, here's the thing, that if it doesn't hit that threshold and you don't know that there's a problem and it's perpetuated day after day, week after week, month, year, decade, that sets up a physiologic stress response in the body. Now, we're programmed for acute stress. So if I'm down at the watering hole and a tiger jumps out and chases me, I need to go into that fight or flight. That's very appropriate. If I'm sitting on the freeway in traffic, I don't need to go into fight or flight, because we have no defense mechanism physiologically for chronic stress. And yet, as a country, we are chronically stressed out, and that's our biggest health problem. Now, when we have that stress, it leads to changes in our adrenal glands, that whole pathway from our thalamus to hypothalamus to pituitary in the brain, created by that stress stimulation by the nociception. Then it goes down to the adrenal glands, releases the cortisol. Remember, when we're in fight or flight, our blood pressure goes up, our LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, goes up, all kinds of physiologic changes. Now, when we extrapolate that out, again, day, week, month, year, then we wind up with chronic degenerative problems. We have millions of Americans on high blood pressure medication, on high cholesterol medication, and it's because they're in this chronic stress response state. So we need to, again, change that balance between the proprioception and nociception by changing what's happening in the joints of the spine, addressing the nervous system. This is all affecting the nervous system, which is the master control system, bringing the body back into balance. And we need to do that and address that as the key critical missing link to any wellness program. And trust me, if you're getting adjusted and you're exercising, you're going to be better off than if you're just exercising by yourself. If you're getting adjusted and eating a healthy diet, it's going to do more good for you. If you're getting adjusted and meditating and being mindful and having gratitude, all of all of that is going to function and work for you better. And it's not because you're getting, you're going to have less sciatica or fewer headaches. That's not what we're addressing. That's a byproduct of the body functioning properly. What we're getting at is that you need a healthy nervous system because it controls and regulates everything else in the body, and it's the key issue in a wellness program. So we want to introduce you to Creating Wellness. We are a Creating Wellness Center at Marketplace Chiropractic Wellness Center, and we work with individuals, families, corporations on wellness programs, working on the Be Fit, the Eat Right, the Think Well, putting that all together with our coaching and our programs, and then the chiropractic care is what keeps the nervous system healthy. So there's benefit to being adjusted on a regular basis. It changed my life as a patient, and I am now dedicating my life to serving you, serving humankind, and I want for all of us, for Lake Stevens to be one of the healthiest places in the entire country. So join us April 28th for our Creating Wellness celebration, grand reopening, our open house from 10 to 4 at Marketplace Chiropractic Wellness Center. We'll show you some of our Creating Wellness technology. We'll share with you the neurospinal functional index testing so we can assess your nervous system without looking at the pain. We'll see what's happening in the muscular system and the autonomic nervous system, tie everything together. It's an opportunity for you to come in and see what we have to offer. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday, and remember, be well.